homework for the second week of class will involve some hand drafting, just some sketching, creating a orthographic projection from this isometric view. And the other exercise will be creating an isometric view from an orthographic projection. So they've given us quite a bit of information. We've got a grid system here. We can just count the blocks. We don't need to scale it. We've got a front view, which would be looking at this side over here. The right side is going to look in this direction, and the top view would be looking straight down. So we can see this is our top view grid, our front view, and our right side. So I'm going to give this a shot with my pen tab. We'll see if we can draw this. I know that this edge right here is just going to go, whoops, the right tool here, bud. There we go. I'm just going to rough sketch these so you get the idea. You'd probably want to use a straight edge. So where am I getting this information? I'm counting this square and looking at this. This is my top view looking straight down. So I'm going to have this indent going in 3 squares, and then we're going to have a half circle, and then 3 squares back. So if I count in 3 squares on this side, and 3 squares on this side, and we're going to find that this goes back to this point, and I can kind of put some marks in here. I'm just going to sketch this in. So we have this half circle, you can see that right here. On the back side we've got 4 by 4. So I'm going to sketch this starting 4 in. We're going to go down 4 and over 4. You see on the back it has my double line, and this would have a center mark here at some point. This isn't a very good sketch, but it is on the computer. So now this is our top view. If we do our front view, we can see it's too high on this bottom one, so I'm going to come down here and just go 2, and the back side actually goes up 2, and we'll connect this piece and this piece. We're going to go all the way up to the top. This would probably show up as a slightly less. And we get this beveled side that's going to go down 3, so it's actually going to go from here to here. And then extend 4 down to the top. If we look at where this line comes down, we'd end up with a hidden line right here, and then we'd have a center line. Whoops. The right spot for it would be right here, indicating the center point of that circle. We're going to flip it around so this basically folds from the top down to this side. We're going to come over on this side. Again, we can count the squares. I'm going to go up 2 on either side. We just box this in. Get a rectangle here. We're going to create a rectangle here. We're going to connect this across the back and across here. Go all the way up to the top. We're going to go over a distance of 4 squares all the way down, and then we're going to connect this line straight across. We'd have a center line right there, because this would actually be our circular part in the back. So we have a top view, This would be top, front, right side. And that's all you need to do. So you're going to have two exercises like this to determine the top, front, and right side view. Now, what I'm going to do now is open up another, I don't know if I can, yeah, I can mess with that, I think. Actually, I'll just stop this one. So in this video, portion of the video, we're going to take these orthographic projections and create an isometric view. You'll have two of these problems to do on your worksheet. So we can see we have a top view, a front view, and a right side. It indicates on our isometric view a front and a right side, just like our previous one. So if I look at this right side and this piece, I can determine that this is, it's got a tunnel running all the way through it by these hidden lines. And this runs continuously through that side. So we'll start with this front side. This is going to be from here, down around here, and across, and down, and over to this side, and up again, are going to be flush on this face. So we'll start by drawing that area. So we'll start with the bottom. And we'll trace this line. It's going to run the whole length. It's going to go up a distance of 6 squares. And it's going to go in 2. We're going to go down here and do the same thing. And it's going to go down 1, down 1, and then it's going to have end of the circle right here. I'm just going to kind of lightly sketch this in, kind of elliptical, and we'll harden that line right there, like that. So then on the top, I can see that we've got an indent 2 by 2 on both sides. Okay. It's going to go up and over and down 2 by 2. And I can see that by this box, this box, this box, and this box. The top of each of these boxes is going to be 2 by 2. This is going to go out in this direction. It's actually symmetrical. We can see there's our, we're going to bring this one down on this side, and we look at this right view. We can see we've already got this T shape on the top with our circle going through our hidden line. Now we've got an ellipse, a half circle that runs a tunnel all the way through the bottom. Starting in here, we're going to go over 1, we're going to go over 1, going to go, and this is actually goes up to this point, so we're going to just, I'll just lightly sketch this in. Like this. Close to it. And then in this isometric view, we'd actually see this line of the tunnel going through. So this is what this shape would look like as an isometric view. So we're able to take, We know that these dashed lines are hidden underneath. This would indicate this dashed line. If I were to put that in, I'd see this dashed line running across here and running back to here. We could actually see that whole tunnel if we drew hidden lines in this, but in this case we just want to see the shape of the actual object itself. So again, I'm going to post a couple PDF files up there. You're going to have one to do an isometric view, two isometric views from two sets of orthographic projections. And the other sheet you're going to do two sets of orthographic projections from two isometric views. Fairly simple, good homework assignment. That would be part of the homework for next week, just to get you acclimated and make sure that you didn't think I forgot about you. Okay.